of the few good men of Grey's Anatomy. And ever since he opened his mouth backstage, I realized it's never too early for some scotch. Please welcome Kevin McKidd.
This conversation about Scotch and Scottish backstage.
Yeah.
But, so it's not, you don't say he's Scotch. I know you were teasing there. But you're Scottish. Scotch is incorrect, right?
That's incorrect, yeah. I mean, I love Scotch, but, you know, I've never called myself Scotch.
I mean, you know, I didn't know you were Scottish. I just know it sounds so hot.
Yeah, when she's talking to her.
It's just very, very hot. The Scottish thing. I like that.
Yeah, but you play an American.
Yeah. Dr. Owen Hunt is American, yeah.
So switch into it quickly for us.
Dr. Owen Hunt is American. Could you pass me the scalpel?
No, go back to Scotch.
I really need the scalpel right now.
Go back to Scotch.
So anyway, so what's the deal? What's going on with you guys? Eh? That's the way my dad speaks.
You remind me of a fairy.
Oh no.
I think it's because you and Whoopi
We work together.
In fact, yes, they work together. Magical Legend of the Leprechauns.
The funny thing is that I don't know if it's 10 years ago.
Tell us about it. Tell us. I mean, what we have to point out, because everybody who comes out has worked with Whoopi. Yeah. And she's not that old.
It's not even
but you've made, how many movies have you made?
Probably 60, maybe
and
70.
This is a TV movie.
This was for Hallmark, for the Hallmark Hall of Fame. It's called
The Magical Legend of the Leprechaun.
Where I played an Irish person. That's all I'm saying.
There is such a thing as Black Irish, you know.
Not like this.
Now, what was it like working with Whoopi?
It was great. The last time I saw you, you were about 30 feet in the air, hanging from a wire with huge wings. You had wings.
Yes. Big black wings.
Let's recreate that here one day. Let's do it.
I remember I got married that.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I always remember the day that we got married and I had to come back and do my final scene, and I had these pointy ears you saw there and the ginger hair. And we're newlyweds and we're making out in the trailer, and I'm like, wow, you must really love me, Jane Muller. I was like, why? She's like, you can still make out with me looking like this, you know? So yeah, that was it.
I want to ask you about Grey's, because this week, usually we get an advance copy of Grey's and we get to get a sneak preview and maybe even give our audience a sneak preview. Your character is an Iraqi war vet who came back, had post-traumatic stress disorder. And something happens this week that is so big and so important that we didn't even get a tape. We can't even show you a preview. What is going on? Tell me everything you know right now.
You know, they're really secretive on that show, and I think it's a good thing, because, I mean, it's almost like at Christmas time, you know, I used to want to know what was in my presents, but you know, this part of me knows that the surprise is going to be spoiled. But they keep really tight wraps.
Do you know?
Well, we don't have a clip of that stuff, but we have something else, right?
You do? They didn't give us the episode, but they did give us a little bit of a peek. Right. So if you could just set it up for us,
then the audience will get it. I mean, basically, Owen Hunt is realizing that his post-traumatic stress disorder that he's suffering from the experiences he's had in Iraq is getting out of control. And this week, this thing happens that it's kind of him hitting rock bottom, really, and he needs to find help.
Okay, let's see this.
So that was the clip.
That was a clip. Spell it, Emmy.
It's pretty powerful stuff. It was a hard day that day. Sandra and I didn't enjoy that day.
How many times did you have to strangle him before they said we've got it?
How many times? I think we had to do it 4 or 5 times, but it was a hard day. It was one of those days filming, you know, you read it on the script and you think, yeah, okay, right, this is pretty full on. But
show us with joy.
He has long arms. He can reach across the table. Listen, there's McDreamy and McSteamy. Right. Who are you going to be?
I don't know yet. Nobody's told me what my name is.
McCutie.
Oh, that's nice.
He's McScary.
McScary? I heard somebody said McHaughty, which I thought was funny, or Major McHaughty.
Do you think he has a gangster's face too, Barbara?
No, I don't know. Okay, so that was so intense. I understand why you didn't give us the whole episode, because we might not have been able to handle it just yet.
Right.
But what is happening with Katherine Heigl's character? Because we know Izzy we found out last week that she was diagnosed with a type of cancer only 5% of people survive from. even if she does die, she could still come back. Like Danny died, but he was still around.
Anything can happen. As we know, anything happens on Grey's Anatomy.
How far in advance do you know what's going to happen?
Especially, we're about to start the 100th episode, which is amazing to be part of that. Yeah. And the scripts are so secret that we were handed our scripts at the read-through, and then they were taken back from us once we'd read it. You know, they're really keeping it down. So we're only about 2 episodes ahead of what you're saying. Yeah.
I hope you're going to therapy.
Yeah.
That's all I
it's
can
not
do.
often that I get to ask this question because you're Scottish. Yeah. What exactly is under those kilts? I mean, it's a rare opportunity from an authentic Scotsman.
Well, you're really not meant to wear anything.
Nothing. It is really nothing.
And if you're a brother, they can tell.
Thank you so much, and we end on that. Nothing under the kilt. Nothing under the kilt. And Grey's Anatomy airs tomorrow night at 9 p.m. right here on ABC. We'll be right back. Thank you.